Gary, the Minister yesterday made what appeared to be a fairly frank admission that everything that could be done hadn't been done, but he said the government had done a lot. Do you think that's a fair thing to say?
Well, for a start, he had no choice but to make a frank admission, because the World Council of Churches team found some absolutely deplorable conditions for Aboriginal people in one of the most affluent countries on the face of the earth. With regard to him suggesting that this government is attempting to bring about improvements, perhaps they are, but the improvements that they're talking about are on their terms. They're not on Aboriginal terms, and that's one of the reasons why Aboriginal people are still in the situation that they're in.
Well, is it not possible necessarily to have Aboriginal terms and federal government terms coming to one and the same thing?
Well, they seem to be mutually exclusive at the moment. The Minister for Aboriginal Affairs at the moment is trying to force Aboriginal health services to operate in a way in which we have known and which we believe has been proven to not work. And the Minister for Aboriginal Affairs is also attempting to obstruct and to destroy the good work that has been done by Aboriginal health services by trying to limit the amount of money that they receive. Now, we believe that our community-controlled health services throughout this country have proven in every major report that's ever been released on Aboriginal health, including the Prime Minister's own personally commissioned one, we have proven to be able to do the job, and yet this Minister for Aboriginal Affairs, who says that things are improving, has the audacity to continue a completely irrational Commonwealth funding policy whereby discredited, ineffective, inappropriate state health departments receive the lion's share of the available money for Aboriginal health. There is no way that Minister can justify continuation of that system. The Prime Minister's own report recommended that system be changed.
But that Minister has said that the World Council of Churches report was valid, had a great deal of merit in it, and admitted that the problems were large and bad. But he did say something was being done about it.
He can say something's being done about it till the cows come home. It doesn't alter the fact that this Minister continues to be responsible for enormous wastage of taxpayers' money in discredited state health systems. He continues to be too gutless to stand up to the Queensland Premier Bajelki Peterson and stop the basic denial of civil and human rights in that state to Aboriginal people. He failed miserably, and his predecessor failed miserably in the Noonkanbah dispute, and Aboriginal people themselves around Australia don't seem to be saying that things are improving. The only person who seems to be saying that is the Minister himself. And if I have a choice about who I believe, I'd prefer to believe the Aboriginal people rather than this pathetic trainee Minister. In terms of health in Victoria, I believe that we've made more progress in the last 12 months in Victoria than in any other state, and that has been exclusively because we have quite a remarkable individual in the form of the Health Minister down there, Mr Borthwick. Mr Borthwick has proven himself to be the most enlightened State Health Minister in Australia. He's publicly stated that his health department had proved itself incapable of even comprehending the needs, let alone doing something about them. And he has set in motion the mechanism whereby Aboriginal people themselves have had a say. All Aboriginal communities in Victoria have been consulted about what they perceive their health needs to be and what they see to be solutions to those health problems.
But the medical centre in Victoria is still about to be closed.
Yes, but that's not the State Health Department's fault. We receive our funds from the Commonwealth Department of Aboriginal Affairs, of whom Senator Peter Boehm is the Minister. And the problems that we have had at the Victorian Aboriginal Health Service have completely been not with the state government but with the federal minister himself, who seems to be trying to single out the Victorian Aboriginal Health Service and treat us as an example to Aboriginal community organisations which get out of hand. In other words, don't do what the minister wants them to do. We believe that we have proven our ability to improve the health of Aboriginal people in Victoria. We believe that our health service down there has proven in every way, shape and form that we're capable of doing it, and yet the Minister refuses to give us the money that we deem necessary to be able to continue the work.
Gary, in New South Wales, the Aboriginal problem seems to have been largely ignored to a certain extent.
I think that's because of the remarkable public relations machinery of this particular state government in New South Wales. But I can safely say that in terms of health, once again, because that's my area of expertise, this Minister for Health in this state is as bad as the Minister for Health in Western Australia, who is the worst in the country.
Gary, just looking around the country again, you've said there is money available. If the Aboriginal medical services had control of that money, could they service all the health needs of the Aboriginal people?
We could service probably most of the health needs of Aboriginal people throughout Australia. We have proven our ability to deliver a cost-effective, efficient delivery of healthcare to Aboriginal people. And we have also proven that Aboriginal people, when given the choice, prefer to come to services which are run by their own people. For example, Western Australia, which is the largest single recipient of Commonwealth Aboriginal health monies, has been proven to waste enormous amounts of money in that state. We've found that they've spent things like $100,000 on a sprinkler system to keep the grass green in a hospital up in the north of the state.
But the hospital was at least built.
Yeah, but the hospital was built and they didn't provide any doctors for it. The hospital is staffed by white nursing sisters who are accommodated in motel-style accommodation, which is complete with 2 sets of cutlery, satin-bound blankets, a swimming pool and a tennis court for the white nurses.
Well,
200 yards away from this luxury-style accommodation is Aboriginal community living in tin shacks, and 200 yards away from this $100,000 sprinkler system, the Aboriginal people's only water supply, 200 people, is 2 taps. And in that same area of Western Australia, the leprosy attack rate amongst those people is proven to be the highest in the world. In the same area also, the rate of trachoma amongst Aboriginal children over there is absolutely all out of proportion. And people are literally going blind by the dozens in that part of Western Australia.